Let's ask Mr. Kolawole. You've been around for a bit longer than our two colleagues here.
Yeah.
And from your experience, would you say, yes, this has been on from the 80s to the 90s to 2000, and that's exactly what we're reaping today?
I think we must clear our minds on one thing, that there will be a society that is violent-free is not possible. That there will be a society without crime is not possible. That situations like this will not happen in England, it's not possible. That it will happen
Mr.
in Russia.
Kolawole,
Yes.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
Zero crime rate in Iceland.
Okay.
Zero.
Zero crime rate in Iceland?
Yes.
That is exactly what they told you. Because it is not as if that is heaven. You see, that is the situation.
It's society. He said society.
Yes, that is the way we think it was in Britain. But I want to assure you of one thing. This society we are talking about in Nigeria today is the same society that the world adjudged as the nation of the happiest people on earth. Then what happened? So if you say Iceland is peaceful, we are also the happiest people on earth. And we are a nation that is the biggest in Africa. We are a nation in which we have resources. I want to tell you one thing. I went to the university for the first time in my life at the University of Ibadan in the year 1970, in the 70s. And we were served as students.
Yes.
And we were one in a room. And at that time, we were the big people in the society. Of course, we were respected. And so on. The society will not remain the same thing. Then the problem is this. What exactly is happening to Nigeria? I won't say I come from the labor movement. For quite a long time, we have been involved in challenging some of these issues. Recently, it appears there is a lull. And in my office, when these issues were happening, we called a meeting to see what exactly is happening to labor. And we arrive at one conclusion. Labor is overwhelmed. It is no longer a situation of happenings on a monthly basis. It is no longer a situation of quarterly basis. These are situations that are happening not on weekly basis.
Hourly.
They are becoming hourly and daily. And so, where do we start from? Why did Nigeria go down to this level? Why are we on this level? The reason is this. You see, we have a situation in which the leadership is divided. I have been around for quite some time as the Secretary General of TUC. From the time of Obasanjo, I remember a president who never sleeps because he just could not trust anybody. We have a situation of a president who was sick before but became even more sick just because he was overwhelmed by those people who surround him. I want to tell you that the present president is as concerned as myself and you. And if he is given the opportunity to have a magic wand, he will want Nigeria change overnight. But who do you find surrounding him? People who believe that business should always be as usual. People who believe that Nigeria or government is not anybody's business. That is to say, I'm in government not necessarily because I should make things to change, but I should change myself first. And that is corruption. That is insensitivity. That is, irresponsibility. That is irresponsiveness. You find that if that situation persists, is either we permit it, but in any case, we as the citizens, we can't exonerate ourselves. If our leaders are doing well, it is because we allow them to do well. I listened last night and the other week to Obama and last night to Joe Biden. You see, the problem these people were tackling over and over is to convince Americans that we are doing well for you. They are not saying we are not doing. But the issue is, what method are you using to satisfy the people? In Nigeria, that is not the situation. In Nigeria, my wife was out some few years back when Obama was doing a campaign. And he said, I've not heard anybody in this campaign saying, I want to give you water. I want to give you electricity. I want to give. I said, if he should say that, he will lose. But in Nigeria, he will hear it all the time. And we elect these people in. And when they get in, they become rich. We go back to them to beg for money. And we depend on them. We give them chieftaincy title. We allow them to continue the way they have been continuing before. Now our youths are no longer, they are no longer ready for that. There is higher unemployment. And we say the devil gives just to an idle hand.
Yes.
And they are now finding a way to come out in different forms. There was a funny story. It's not funny, really. Somebody was kidnapped. Where he was kidnapped, this man said his only offense, which they told him, was this. They said, you are a rich man. You are a rich man, we are poor. And they started beating him. You see, what does that say?
Sorry, I think